All right, what's going on, guys? As you see, today is Freaky Friday. So, as you know well now, guys, Freaky Friday is basically a day where we watch horror films, whether it be with live action or animation. And for the third episode of Freaky Friday, we are going to be doing animations for today. Now, some of you guys don't know, I do animations myself. I am in animating for a couple of years, but I still consider myself an animator beginner because I still have a lot to work on. I'm still getting used to Blender and a whole bunch of other softwares to get used to stuff. But whoever knows, guys, whoever knows, whether maybe down the years I might have my own short film animation. But still, I don't consider myself that. But yeah, guys, I have found 3 films. 2 of them I've not seen before. One of them I have, but I'm gonna say that one for the actual last because I want to see what your input will be on it. Without further ado, guys, let's get started. Alright, so the first film is called Occupied by, I think, Lame Funk? I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't want to butcher it. It's either, at first when I first saw it, I thought it was Liam Funk. I think it's Lame Funk or Liam Funk. That's how that was pronounced, I guess. But yeah, let's see how it goes. But first, you already know, guys, we got the stuff on deck. And I've been recording all nights. I just finished uploading the Dragon Ball Z Sparkins video. And I was like, oh, okay, it's Friday. I got to do it as well. As you can see, like, it is late night, guys. It is late. Look at this. It is 8:40 at night. So yes, we are getting this fresh after I just finished uploading Sparking Zero. I already got me some food, got me some, don't forget, guys, I gotta have chunks. Got me some Sunny D. Got me a little burrito, little sausage, egg, and cheese. But yes, let's get it. See what we got. I don't know if this is gonna be good horror wise or not, but we'll see. I just love watching animations. I'm subscribed to a lot of them on YouTube. I want to know, is this an actual job in real life that somebody just goes around walking these, I forgot these porta potties? That's what they're called. I'm surprised somebody's there in the middle of the night. I would be too. He doesn't hear anything. That would be kind of sketchy though. Oh no, at that point, my guy, you gotta leave. You gotta know you gotta leave. Don't even try to do anything. Don't knock. Now you got definite 100% proof to dip. The fuck? That, hold up. Don't porta potties open on the outside, not in? Like they push out, not in. Walk away! Oh, he wanted to be big and tough. Oh, God ain't gonna save you. What you gonna fight with, my guy? I wouldn't be surprised if it was behind the door, or on top of the roof. Oh, he checked behind the door. You ain't tough, my guy. And it's dark. Is the porta potty haunted? Smell refill. What? type stuff. A bubble pop. That's it. That scared you? Bro, you telling me that scared you? But I fucks with it. That is a good animation. Huh. Definitely a good animation. Bro. It was a good animation. I understand it. But I already know most animations, horror wise, aren't going to be that horror or get me to jump as much. But still, I fuck with the story. Animation was very smooth. Had a good comedic ending and everything else. But still, pretty good. All right. Onward to the second one. All right. So, the second one is called The Worm by Don't Walk Home Alone After Dark. I think that's the channel name. It's a weird channel name. I thought it was the actual like title of the video, but no, it's his actual name. But when I saw the thumbnail, I was like, yeah, I gotta look at this. It looks good. It looks like a Disney film animation the way it looked. But yeah, guys, without further ado, let's start it up. When I see this animation style, it reminds me of Gravity Falls, as well as maybe Owl House as well. So far, it's going very smoothly. Got good atmosphere. The animation style looks good. The detail, it looks good. Yeah, take music off. I see, like, okay. Yeah, because I'm like, I see, like, eyes in the middle.
No.
Sparrow Moon was not at all what I thought she would be. I wasn't given much time to go over her case file before our first appointment, but from what I had read, I half expected some kind of uncontrollable monster to walk through the door. She wasn't anything like that. She was quiet and guarded, smaller in person than what I had imagined from her photograph. A perfectly normal 17-year-old girl. That made it even harder to believe she was capable of doing the things that she did.
This seems familiar for some reason.
She was the last surviving member of the so-called Woodfield Five, a group of kids all from the same remote northern town who suffered a series of unexplained, at times violent, mental breaks. Clinical notes suggested some kind of shared psychosis, though unlike anything I'd ever heard of in my 20-year practice. By all accounts, Sparrow had an unremarkable childhood. No indications of behavioral difficulty, good grades in school, active social life, no family history of mental illness to speak of. Her mother had been part of some offbeat spiritual commune years earlier, but had left that behind when Sparrow was quite young and eventually remarried. There was nothing to suggest any kind of underlying trauma or abuse, though as you come to find in my line of work, that's not always so obvious. The only path to understanding what really happened in Woodfield was Sparrow herself. And that would prove more difficult than anyone anticipated.
Okay.
I learned very little over the first weeks of our sessions together. Sparrow was often uncooperative, careful never to allow the growing familiarity between us to weaken her resolve. I was not as strong. I became unreasonably attached to her.
Mm-hmm.
The endless medical diagnostics revealed nothing we didn't already know. She barely slept. The scratches on her arms were self-inflicted. And aside from high blood pressure, she was physically healthy. No one was certain about what exactly was wrong with her. And she was getting worse.
I feel like he's intrigued by her from considering what happened. Most psychiatrists, I think some people would.
The weeks turned to months, and I was running out of time. The courts had determined that unless I could demonstrate conclusive progress in her treatment, Sparrow would be transferred to an isolated psychiatric ward and out of my care.
Yeah.
I could have walked
Nasty
away
word.
at that point. I probably should have. But what I wanted, what I've always wanted, was
True.
answers. After all that we'd been through, she wasn't a kid to me anymore. She wasn't a monster either. She was a puzzle to solve.
Yeah, sounds like a detective.
Sodium pentothal can be administered to induce something called narcosynthesis, a state between asleep and awake where the subject is highly suggestible. In most places today, the practice is frowned upon. Normally, I would never consider such a treatment, but given the circumstances, my options were limited. I knew full well that this could risk professional censure, perhaps even my career itself.
Yeah.
That didn't seem to matter at the time.
This dude wants the truth that badly. He's willing to go to so many lengths, even risk
After
his
the
job.
injection, Sparrow was brought to my office. We were left alone, and I asked her to count backwards from 10. Though before she even got to 5, it was clear she knew something was wrong. Her breathing became shallow, and her eyes darted around rapidly. She began talking about a mist coming into the room that only she could see. She could hear a voice from within it calling to her. The drug had disoriented her to such a degree that I don't even think she recognized me.
Oh boy. Oh. She lies.
Sparrow's small size and chronic fatigue made the dosage I administered tricky. She drifted in and out for several minutes. When lucid, I redirected her, asking if she could tell me what the voice she heard was saying. After a long pause, she finally whispered, "Little bird." At that point, Sparrow was not interested in answering any of my questions.
Okay.
She just spoke, and I listened. She said that it knew. It knew that was what he used to call her. The old man. But the voice wasn't a man's. It was something else. She said it comes with the mist. That it takes things from you and it grows, adding to what it's taken from others. It eats you from the inside. She didn't know its name, but called it the worm. As Sparrow lapsed into unconsciousness, I was left with more questions than answers. I arranged to have her return to her room and resigned myself to the idea that I might never get the chance to understand the truth.
Yeah.
That I had failed. I destroyed the records of our last session to prevent the review board from finding out what I had done. It was over. Or at least, that's what I thought. It was that night the dream started.
Don't tell me he started having them too now. Don't tell me the worm got his ass too, bruh. No. Well, you wanted answers? Got them now. Question is, can you live with them?
Wait, come back!
Okay. Oh boy. This is interesting as hell, bro. I like this. And the animation is so smooth.
Sparrow.
Why does she look like she's faceless?
Doctor,
Oh my god. Give him that Stranger Things treatment. Oh my god.
Every time I go to sleep, it's the same. It doesn't really matter how the dream begins. Eventually, the mist will come. And with the mist, always comes the worm. Just like she said it would. You can't run. That never works. It won't let you. The best you can hope for is that you wake up quick. Before it begins to feed. At first, I told myself that it would go away. It could be a simple anxiety-induced aberration brought on by the stress of dealing with the case.
Yep, neglect.
But it was
First thing
soon obvious that
always.
wasn't it. The nightmares didn't stop. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. It wasn't long before my colleagues began to take notice. Things got so bad I had no other choice. I called in every favor, pulled every string I could, and arranged access to Sparrow at her current facility. I needed answers more than ever.
Because
She
you got
still
what
had
she
them.
got.
I almost didn't recognize her at first.
She looks like she's back to normal.
She looked strong and alert. A stark contrast to the tired girl that I had spent all that time with. I didn't have to ask any questions this time. Just by looking at me, she knew all too well what was happening. We sat down, and Sparrow Moon gave me what I needed.
Looked like it probably
The
passed it
worm
down
is some
to
kind
him.
of parasite,
She passed it down to him,
a
probably.
pathogen, an ancient thing passed from host to host,
Called it.
manifesting in their dreams.
Like I said,
Feeding
she
on
must
their
have passed
deepest
it down to
fears.
him.
It will not stop. Always hungry for more. It won't kill you. It doesn't want you dead. It wants what any
needs
good
you.
virus wants. To propagate. To be passed on. To be fed.
So we gotta pass it down to someone else.
Sparrow tried to hold it inside of her, to protect others. She thought that if she could fight it long enough, it would die with her. She passed the worm to me the same way that it had been passed to her. Just by telling me about it.
Oh.
You have to believe me. I am sorry for this. Now that I've told you, I don't know when, but sooner or later in your dreams, the mist will come. And with the mist, always comes the worm.
Bro. Oh my God. That is one of the best animation stories that I have seen in a minute, bro. Dude, Don't Walk Home Alone after that, bro. You gotta do more. I gotta check his channel to see if they got more, because that shit was so good. The details and animation, the story, everything, bro. That was good. Oh my God. But yes, guys, we have one more animation. This one I have seen. It's been a minute since I've seen it, but it's a classic. So without further ado, guys, let's get to it. All right, guys, so this is the last one. Now, I think the title of this one is actually called Horror by CG Meetup. If you guys know CG Meetup, they post a whole bunch of animations of pretty much all type of categories, whether it be fun, action, horror, etc., etc. And I saw this animation years ago. This video is like what 8 years old? But yes, I remember when this video first got uploaded to this channel and I saw it, bro. It was fucking amazing. And a lot of people have different, like, what's it called? I guess you could say different ways of how they reflected what the video is actually about. But when you watch it, you'll actually see and tell me what your version of it you think the video is about. Without further ado, let's get to it. I love this film. It has very good storytelling. You'll see the storytelling in the video and then see at the end and tell me what you think about it. Seeing it again just looks so nostalgic. Like, I love watching animated films. But not just animated films. I love watching like 3D animated films because they're just like so well done. It's been years since I've seen this video, bro. I might get jump scared again, to be honest. I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all. I'm gonna let y'all see what happens. Cause I'm starting to get the memory back of everything now. just so good. Oh my god, it's so nostalgic seeing this video again, bro. It's been so long. But yeah, guys, let me give you a summer up of basically what this video and my preference of what I think was. But basically, so as we saw, the mother and the father were fighting downstairs, and the daughter was seeing it. Basically, we're basically seeing how the child sees the mother and father in, I guess, an abusive relationship. She sees them as monsters, and that's basically how it, I guess that's how I perceived it anyways, and that's how a lot of people would perceive it as well. But overall, like, some of them said that's how, like, that was one of them. Basically, the daughter perceived the mother and father as monsters fighting because of abusive, basically, etc., etc., and other people perceived it as they're just a family of monsters in general. So it's either one or the two. But overall, the animation was phenomenal. The sound effects, you saw how everything was done, how the lights, everything was just fucking, periodly, just amazing. But still, I would love to see more animations on a roll like that, bro. But yeah, guys, we are finally done with this video of our episode 3 of Freaky Fridays. Tell me, guys, how did you enjoy it? If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Slap a like on the video for your boy. I have been really grinding, trying to get as many videos, pumping them out every single day throughout the week. I'm literally doing like maybe 2-3 videos a week. We'll see how we can do it, see if we can actually keep them going, and see if we can actually get our numbers up to an actual high number of being able to Freaky Fridays. I want to see if I can get them consistently. I don't know about doing an actual 100-day challenge, but I'm trying. But yeah, guys, if you have any more recommendations for me to actually watch live action wise or animation wise for horrors for Freaky Fridays, either leave them down in the comments, or you can DM to me, or actually tweet me at Twitter at Shanti_bacon, or probably you can actually message me on Discord as well, because I am on there a lot. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Peace.